How's it going? This is Sinister Urge. Nice to see you all again, whoever's watching these. This is the second video, my second video ever. This was not, this video that I'm about to, that you're watching wasn't my intended second video. I had something else in mind. But I just got this guitar. Look at that. Look at that. That's right. Great guitar. Talk about this guitar a little bit right now. Yeah, the second video that I had planned was something completely different, and then I realized that is taking a lot longer to put together just because of topics I have to hit. And I thought, I just got this guitar a week ago. Let's talk about this because this is a great guitar, and I need a video, and I didn't have to really script this out, which you'll see because I'll probably stumbling all over the place. But with that being said, this is my new Telly. Now, this is not a Squier or a Fender, as those with a great eye would have already seen. This is a Harley Benton. Now, I've been in the market for a Telly for a while now, but I wasn't sure which one to get. I wasn't sure at that time. For a while, I wasn't sure how much I wanted to spend. I own a lot of guitars, and I wasn't sure how to justify this purchase. Then, I was looking at the Squiers, and those ran about, for kind of like an equivalent of this one, those ran about $430, I think, on Sweetwater. Then the other one I was looking at was the Fender Mexican Telly, which ran about $800, I think. And then I remembered I own a Harley Benton double neck, and it sounds great, and I really, really, really like that guitar. And I know they make a lot of different models of guitars, and I thought, well, let me check out what they have in the Telly world. And so I went into the Toman website, and I found a few different Tellys that they had. Now, I was looking for more traditional, even the body, the color. This is just glossed, This wood is just gloss. There's no paint to it. It's just gloss. Very nice, by the way. It's really, really nice. And so I was looking, and they had two different, models in under like $150, I think. This is the, let me double check. This one is the Harley Benton TE52 Vintage Series. This is a natural vintage series. It's got Roswell pickups, which I remember BC Rich was using Roswell pickups for a while. I don't know if they're still using them, but I remember they used to use them. And I've always wanted also a guitar with a maple fretboard. I don't know why, I just always wanted one. So I was looking, and they had a few different styles of Tellys. They have, as far as pickup configuration goes, they had the humbuckers, two humbuckers, and then they had some other kind of like 50s style, other different 50s style pickup, I think. And that's not what I want. I wanted traditional single coil pickups, just like one of my heroes, Jimmy Page. And really that's why I wanted one. His early work with Zeppelin, he was playing that Telly, right? His Telly that he later drew that awesome dragon on. And they sell it. I know they sell that guitar now, but I don't have that kind of money to be spending on a guitar. So I thought, well, I need some. I really want one. I've been wanting one for a while. So what am I gonna get? So again, this is why I went to Harley Benton, because I know they have Pretty cool stuff, and for the price, I think they really can be beat in some instances. And so this one retails for about $149. I got this shipped and all the taxes and all that for about $230, I think. Yeah, it's about $230 US dollars. And I am super happy with my purchase. This guitar has some weight to it, which I really enjoy. I like guitars with some weight. I've played, I had an LTD Viper, and that thing was pretty light, and it also felt like there was chambers in there. It didn't feel like a solid piece of wood. It was like hollow in certain points, and it looked great. The Viper looked great, but it didn't really sound all that great either. I changed the pickups too, because those pickups, the ESP or LTD pickups, whatever, those are trash. They really suck. And so I changed them, and I thought, cool, that'll probably make the guitar sound a lot better. It did, but it still, I think, again, had to do with that was not a solid piece of wood. Or even two pieces stuck together. Like, it wasn't that. It really felt like it was hollow in some points, and I wasn't digging that. So I don't really like thinner guitars or guitars that don't have some heft to it. This one does, definitely. I would say maybe almost 10 pounds, and I know that because I have a PRS that weighs, again, almost 10 pounds, about 9 point something, and they feel about the same. So definitely have some weight, which I really like. It's got these vintage style tuners. Now, I was watching a video, because I was obviously watching a lot of videos to see what people were saying about this guitar, and a lot of the videos were very positive. One video did talk about the tuners, how they some of them wiggle, some of them were like super tight, and that kind of got me a little worried. But then I thought I could always change them, but that's just an extra hassle. So I was like, I don't know about that. This one, I'm happy to say I have no issues with the tuners. They're fine. They work fine. There's no wiggle to any of them. Yeah, these are great. I don't know, in a few months, like, what's going to happen with them, but right now they're solid. No complaints. Again, then we have the switch here, the pickup selector feels good. The knobs feel great. Yeah, this is just, look, it's a solid instrument for $230. This is a solid guitar. When I was watching the video, I also saw the dude talk about how the side of the fretboard looked a little, like when they file it down, just to make sure there's no fret wires, the fret wires isn't sticking out. So he kind of showed that there was you can tell where they were filing it down, like maybe they didn't tape it off right. Now, looking at this one, I don't like, it looks like it could have that, but to be honest, I think it's just part of the fretboard, kind of that almost looks like quilted, like a quilted top. I know it's not, but it has that kind of a look. But look, you can't, unless you're like super, like looking at it and just trying to find flaws in it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It feels great. I don't, feel any fret wires that go down really. Well, maybe here, but that's like nothing. They did a really good job with, making sure nothing sticks out, because if you guys know, if you've been to, Guitar Center or maybe a mom and pop shop and you're looking for any guitars around this price range, they're not the best. They either feel like the materials are just really crappy, or you'll feel that fret wire as you kind of move to the side, right? And that's uncomfortable. Like, nobody wants to be playing a guitar where you're gonna feel like you're just scratching yourself all the time. This is not the case here. Also, the frets also feel nice, right? They don't have any nastiness to it. The Squire that I was considering, they only had one, and one of the reasons I didn't get it is I didn't like the color, which is, it's not a big deal, I guess, to some. For me, I just wasn't digging it. I think it was like a blue, light blue, and I wasn't a fan. But like, going back, and now that I'm thinking about it, comparing the two, this one just feels a lot better. More than happy with my purchase, because this is a guitar that feels like it costs a lot more than $230, and it sounds great. I think the Squire pickups, I don't know what they were. They were just probably some generic single coil pickups, maybe. I can't recall. I don't know the specs, and doesn't really matter. This one plays great. It feels great. The only thing that I do have to say is that I'm not a big fan. The strings, I went, and I looked at the website. It doesn't tell you what kind of strings. It just says the gauge with 10 to 46. That's my biggest complaint, is that they feel kind of harsh. The thinner, the EBG strings, they hurt. They kind of hurt. Like, I don't know what it is, but it hurts. Like, if I'm sliding down, it feels rough. Yeah, so they're not, that's my biggest complaint, but that's easy. That's an easy fix. I can just, restring it. Not a big deal. The setup, I don't know if these things are set up before they leave the warehouse, or the setup is great. Like, I can't see that. I don't know if that even makes a difference, but if you guys can even tell, but it's not too low where I'm gonna get a lot of buzz. Some dude owned a guitar with like super low strings, and they were buzzing so much. Setup fine, just great. I'm cool. Solid. Again, this is a solid instrument. So I would definitely look into, if you're in the market for an affordable Tele, or probably any style of guitar, I would definitely suggest you look at the Harley Bentons. I have two now, and I'm very happy with them. They're solid pieces of gear, and don't let the price tag fool you, because they sound great and they feel great. They don't, feel solid, like a solid instrument. Maybe in the next video I'll talk about my double neck. That one, again, for the price, I think under $600, shipped, and taxes and everything. So under $600, just cool to have a double neck guitar, as opposed to the Epiphone, a little over $1,000 maybe, after taxes and all that stuff. And I don't think it even comes with a case, the Epiphone. This one came with a case. A double neck came with a case, so that was really cool. Maybe I'll talk about that. That one, I do have some issues with it that I'm not a fan of. Certain just quality control type things. Not the case with this one. This was, I don't have any complaints. Everything works the way it should. And again, this is a beautiful, beautiful instrument. And again, check it out. If you're into, $230, but can't beat this. Right? You can. I mean, maybe you can find something cheaper, but it's gonna probably be a piece of crap. I don't know. All right, guys. Sinister Urge signing off. Rock on.